Welcome back to ARC Synergy. My name is Angeline. I'm a licensed speech language pathologist as well as the founder and CEO of ARC Synergy, where we help clinicians stay licensed, organized, and informed. In today's episode, we're covering important information that you need to know in order to renew your state license. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can follow along visually with the ARC Synergy app. Feel free to leave us a comment and let us know your area of expertise. I'm really curious. And if you're listening to the podcast, all the links and resources discussed today are available in the episode description. Be sure to leave us a review and follow the show so you can be notified of future contents. ARC Synergy, a centralized licensure platform built by an SLP for SLPs, designed for practical clinical application. Today, we're going to walk through how to renew your speech language pathology license in Wyoming. This is for full SLP licenses, and all of this information is pulled directly from the ARC Synergy app, so you can follow along while we go over all the requirements. In Wyoming, SLP licenses renew every year and they expire on December 31st. There are no grace period to continue practicing after the license expires, so it's really important to make sure your renewal is submitted on time. Here are the main steps that you need to complete to renew your Wyoming SLP license. So first, complete the annual renewal application and submit it on or before December 31st, and make sure all the required fields and information are filled out. Second, attest that you have completed your continuing education requirements and keep acceptable documentation in case the board requests it. If you're supervising aides or SLPAs, you will need to submit your required supervision documentation as part of the renewal process. And if required by board rules, be prepared to submit background check materials, including fingerprints and any necessary paperwork. If your license has already expired, you will need to follow the appropriate path whether that's renewal during the administrative grace period, relicensure if that license has lapsed, or reinstatement if the license has been revoked or have been surrendered. In order to renew your license, Wyoming requires 10 total CE hours, and all 10 hours must be clinical hours. CE can be earned through things like university coursework, online courses, workshops, lecture, journal CE, approved courses like ASHA approved courses, publishing or providing clinical supervision, as long you can check all the board rules in the ARC Synergy app. Your CE must be completed during the licensed year from January 1st through December 31st of that year. You will also need to keep documentation like transcripts, certificates, or supervision logs in case of an audit. If you have extenuating circumstances, you can petition the board for a waiver of CE requirements. Hope you are enjoying this episode so far. Your support is really appreciated. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below to let us know what other state licenses you would like us to cover next. If you're listening to this podcast, please give us a follow and leave a comment to let us know what you think of the show. We would really appreciate it. Now back onto the episode. Let's talk about fees. If you renew before your license expires, the fee to renew an active license is $100. If you renew after your license has expired, the active license fee increases to $200. And if your license becomes delinquent, the fee goes up to $300 for an active license and $350 for a delinquent license. So renewal on time can save you both money and stress. Wyoming does allow an administrative grace period up to 3 years after your license has expired, but during that time, your license is considered expired and you should not be practicing. If you do not renew within that grace period, your license is considered lapsed and you will need to apply for relicensure, which includes resubmitting a new application, proof of clinical competency through ASHA or through the practice exam, CE completions, and completing a background check. And if a license has been revoked, suspended, surrendered, or restricted, reinstatement required a formal application, proof of compliance with prior board orders, and at least 12 months before reapplying in some cases. Inside Org Synergy, we keep Wyoming's board contact information, including their phone number and email address and their website, so it's always one tap away when you need it. That is your overview of how to renew your Wyoming SLP license. If you want to see all of these steps, fees, CE rules, and deadline in one place and track your own Wyoming license, you can check it out in the Arc Synergy app. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next renewal walkthrough. Arc Synergy, a centralized licensure platform built by an SLP for SLPs, designed for practical clinical application. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you'd like to review these requirements on your own time, you can find everything we discussed today directly in the Arc Synergy app. You'll find all the links to the app stores in the description down below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to get the app on iOS and Android devices. Remember, for short step-by-step app walkthrough and feature demonstrations, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. For real-time licensing updates and rule changes, make sure to follow us on X. If you're looking to connect with other clinicians to ask us questions or join weekly discussions, our Facebook community is open to all clinicians. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're listening on a podcast platform, a quick follow and review really helps support the channel. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you in the next episode.